Yes, I am the woman whose husband chose to go to his daughter's pre-K graduation ceremony over me, his wife's master's degree graduation ceremony. I didn't even want to admit to this because it is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. I have already been down to the courthouse. I have already filed for a divorce. Okay. What nobody understands is the daughter that he chose over me, once again, is not my daughter. Okay. I am her stepmother, if you want to call me even that. Okay. When we got together, he had no kids. He stepped out of our marriage. While we were married, had an affair, got another woman pregnant. So that child is the result of an affair. I have been working my ass off for the past freaking 10 years. I have been working 2 jobs and going to school. And he chose not even a kindergarten graduation, a pre-K graduation. Yes, it makes me sick to my stomach to even think about.
Here we have a woman, right? We have a woman who says that her husband chose to go to his daughter's, and she could be lying, who knows, pre-K graduation over her getting her master's degree. Now, she explained in the video, if you didn't listen or comprehend it, that he stepped out on the marriage and had that baby, right? That's what she says. He stepped out on the marriage and had that baby, all right? My thing is this, right? He stepped out, had that baby. Now you want to divorce him. So just think about how women think, right? She didn't divorce him for stepping out the marriage and having the baby, right? But she wanted to divorce him for going to the child, and it's not their child. He stepped out, going to the child's pre-K graduation over her graduation. No, women really don't understand that we don't like. I don't even think people really even go to college graduations like that. And usually people be going commuting or going to out of state, so it's not a big deal. It's more people at Pookie getting out of prison than guys getting out of college. So he chose his daughter's graduation, pre-K graduate. Who cares? Women are the real narcs. They're the real narcissists, to be honest with you. Like, if that's what you mad about, like, so be it. Like, men don't care about your degrees, but it's not important to us. Your money is not important to us. What's important to us is we can find a woman that's trustworthy, loyal, and not a narc. That thinks about me, that thinks about us, and not just think about her, or if I'm her, me, or don't just think about I. That's what dudes just looking for. Most of the things that men want are intangibles. That's all you have to bring. But she was very upset. But you draw the line. You didn't draw the line on him cheating on you, but you drew the line for a graduation, and that's probably more of a final straw. She ain't going nowhere. I mean, you think she can do better? Honestly, that degree don't make that coochie pop no better. That degree don't make you look better at all. I worked 2 jobs, and to get my degree, you already know what type of dude she with. She with an ain't shit dude. She married who she could marry, and probably forced old buddy to marry her. She married who she could marry. She didn't marry no high quality dude. And don't think because you got that master's degree, that's going to attract a better dude. Absolutely not. You're not going to, like, for women her age and her looks, it don't go nowhere but downhill from there. And that's a fact. I'm looking for something. Sorry, y'all. It don't go nowhere but downhill. And you had to work 2 jobs while you with this man. That tell me the caliber dude it is. He didn't respect you enough, stepped out, he had a baby on you. But then they label these type of dudes who tell you who they are up front. Not only they tell you, they show you who they are up front, and then all the men get labeled bad. You know what I'm saying? That's like me getting with a known coochie seller, right? And I'm expecting her to be faithful to me and this, that, and the third, and then I find her cheating or doing what she do best, hoeing, and I say all bitches is hoes. And no, the signs was there. So no. So it's so easy for us in this society to put these jackets on everybody. Oh, it's only, all women cheat, all men cheat. You know what I'm saying? It's some. I guarantee there's some good people out there, man. And temptation is temptation. It is temptation. And when you tempted to do it, bro, you just like, you got to think about it. If you got a really good person there, man, why fuck that up for a person that ain't gonna want you? Once he or she find out you got somebody, women different, but once he or she find out that you bullshit, you cheating and all that stuff. I mean, honestly, like, they don't think you do it to them. So just, my thing is this: if you don't want to be in a monogamous relationship, don't do it. And if a person tell you that they I don't want to fuck around, and you still choose to marry them and be with them, suck it up, buttercup. Set some boundaries and some parameters. Make sure you wrap it up. Make sure you get tested. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the vast majority of open relationships like that, they are initiated by women. And even in relationships where a man, right? A man don't want to be with a man, messes around and a woman is okay with it. The woman maintains that she's cool with it. Without her accepting that, you know what I'm saying? And I sure thought that store was on this side. I could be wrong. I feel like I passed it. So I don't want to cross over. But I feel like I passed what I'm looking for. So my bad to get it together. But yeah, then if you that type of person that gotta put up with that, you gotta put up with that or be alone. But I just feel like if you gon' if you know a person that you're dealing with is like that, and you willing to put up with them, you like them that much, set some parameters and make sure they listen. They follow those parameters. It's a lot of people, believe it or not, there's a lot of people in relationships where it's open. Especially in the Caucasian community, man, they do that a lot. That's a staple of the Caucasian community. Orgies and open relationships and cuck stuff and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they got rules to it. So, my thing is, if you want to be like that, man, I would just say let it be. And if you're going to allow a person, y'all going to have that type of relationship together, you know what I'm saying? Follow the rules and do it that way. But her going on TikTok to threaten him that she going to leave him or I went to go file for divorce. It's a pump fake. Baby girl ain't nothing better than old buddy out here for you, man. That degree ain't going to boss your life up. That's what's out here. That's what's out here. That's what's out here, man. And that's just, like I said before, the best thing you can do is make sure you maintain yourself, maintain your health, you stay in some type of shape. And, you hope that once you start, get on the right track, as a person, man, you start to attract better quality of people, man. That's a fact. So for her, you've been putting up with it for now. What's the change? Why change? What are you gonna change? Why change it now? I've been living out here for a couple of years now. I ain't never been over this way. I've been coming out here for a couple of years. I ain't never been this way. This is crazy. It'd be funny, man. You be living in certain areas, man. You be like, damn, they got all this shit out here. But I literally live in a bubble. Like, literally, I don't do much. I live in a bubble. So, but yeah, man, that's kind of what I be saying, man. And You know, people be expecting like something to change. Like people don't change. Like if they hurting you in the beginning, or they cheating in the beginning, or they doing certain things in the beginning, that's just the way. That's how it's about to go. How you start is how it's gonna go, and how it's gonna finish. Real talk. How you start, how it's gonna go is how it's gonna finish. Let me say it again. That's just how it's gonna go. So a lot of women be thinking like, oh, I can change him, and no, man. Only thing that really changes a man is life situations, like having a child or something like that. And if they don't want to change for their children, or they might have a near death experience and they don't want to change to be, but you can't change them, baby. The same thing for women. You can't change them, man. You can't change them, man. I promise you. And y'all get with these particular type of people. And I'm not saying dudes, because men get with men like women like that. Well, some men probably get with men like that, but women get with men like that, and men get with women like that. You know what I'm saying? They do. You know, y'all attracted to toxicity, and if it was toxic in the beginning, deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it. I just don't understand where y'all think something gonna change because you put a ring on, or y'all cohabitate, or y'all living with. Ain't nothing about to fucking change, my nigga. Mark my words, ain't nothing about to change. I promise you. Ain't nothing about to fucking change. Like they are who they are. They are who they are. They are who they are. And I wish people would just figure that out, man. And then y'all get with these people that say you all these red flags. Y'all get with them, and then y'all say all men are bad. All men are bad. All men are bad. All women are bad, or all women you are cheat. You seeing the signs, bro. Why are you surprised? Let's stop doing that. If you want a healthy relationship, you know what a healthy type of person look like, what the green flags are. But everybody looking for the popular person. Nobody looking for the gym, the gym that's in the hidden gym. And that don't necessarily mean, oh, I can dress them up, or I can take her to the gym to lose weight. I can put her. No, it's a lot of beautiful women, dog, that you would just never see. You never see them. They in places that you ain't in. They might be going to the movies by themselves. They might be in the library. They at restaurants eating. I've seen very beautiful women at the restaurants eating by themselves, at the bar eating by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I see so many women who don't have a ring. And I'm just talking from a man's standpoint of view, because I'm a man. I'm looking at women. So many women without a ring. So many women that I be walking, that be staring, that be giving thirst traps and stuff like that, that want to be talked to. You know? So I just feel like, you know, you are what you attract, because it's a product of where you hang out with. If you hang out in the hood, guess what you're gonna attract? Hood motherfuckers. You know, it's the caliber of person that you are and what you bring. There's certain women that may be on that, just, or people in general that might be on that line. You know what I'm saying? But they meet the right guy, and they like, all right, he's solid. I'm gonna walk that line and keep it a thigh while. I'm gonna trust them and build something. But us as men, we know what the good women are, man. And I think a lot of dudes don't want that good, boring woman. They like a little toxicity, a little anger, I ain't with that. Bring me the boring woman. I don't care if she can dress or can't dress. That doesn't concern me. You know, intellectual conversation, you know, being able to, you know, be around each other and get along, and you know, work through, you know, issues, and work through you know, situations and stuff like that's when, you know, nobody that's difficult as far, you know, but that's just me, man. But I went on enough, man. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, them. Well, hit the Patreon, free for 7 days. Appreciate y'all. Peace.